Did you know that toxic fights often involve patterns of unhealthy communication, lack of respect, and unresolved issues? They can escalate quickly, become emotionally or physically abusive, and leave one or both partners feeling invalidated, hurt, or fearful. It's essential to address these patterns, either through couples therapy or by reassessing the relationship. Hey there, it's your friend Saeed Rasalat. Ever wondered what makes a fight in a relationship toxic? Or if those toxic fights are a sign to run for the hills or just a cue to seek couples therapy? Well, I've been diving deep into this topic, and let me tell you, it's eye-opening. In this video, I'll break down the traits that make a fight toxic, and share a few types of fights that only happen in toxic relationships. You'll learn how to spot these red flags and what they mean for your relationship. So, grab your favorite snack, hit that play button, and let's uncover the secrets of toxic fights together. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Today we're diving into a topic that hits close to home for many of us: toxic fights in relationships. You know those arguments that leave you feeling drained, frustrated, and wondering if things will ever get better? Yeah, we've all been there. But fear not, because in this video, we're going to unravel the mysteries of toxic fights. We'll talk about what makes a fight toxic, the signs you should look out for, and whether it's time to call it quits or seek some professional help. So, grab a seat, hit that like button, and let's get into it. First of all, let's talk about what makes a fight toxic. Picture this. You're sitting on the couch with your partner, enjoying a quiet evening, when suddenly, a small disagreement turns into a full-blown argument. Voices are raised, accusations are flying, and before you know it, you're both fuming mad. Sound familiar? That's the power of a toxic fight. So, what exactly makes a fight toxic? It's not just about the volume of your voices or the intensity of your words. It's about the underlying dynamics of the argument. Toxic fights often have some key traits that set them apart from healthy disagreements. One of the biggest red flags of a toxic fight is a lack of respect. In a healthy argument, both partners listen to each other's perspectives, even if they don't agree. But in a toxic fight, respect goes out the window. Insults are hurled, and both partners feel attacked. Dialogue. Partner 1. You never listen to me, you always think you're right. Partner 2. Well, maybe if you made some sense for once, I wouldn't have to tune you out. See how quickly things can escalate. In a toxic fight, it's not about finding a solution, it's about winning at all costs. And that leads to another key trait of toxic fights: defensiveness. Instead of trying to understand each other's point of view, partners become defensive and dismissive. Dialogue. Partner 1. I feel like you never appreciate me. Partner 2. That's ridiculous. I do plenty for you, and all you do is complain. Sound familiar? When one or both partners are constantly on the defensive, it's nearly impossible to have a productive conversation. Another hallmark of toxic fights is a lack of accountability. Instead of taking responsibility for their actions, partners in toxic fights often blame each other or external factors. Dialogue. Partner 1. You forgot to pick up the kids from school again. Partner 2. Well, maybe if you didn't nag me all the time, I wouldn't forget. In a healthy argument, both partners take responsibility for their part in the conflict. But in a toxic fight, it's all about shifting the blame. Finally, toxic fights often leave both partners feeling invalidated. Instead of acknowledging each other's feelings, partners in toxic fights dismiss them or belittle them. Dialogue. Partner 1. I feel really hurt when you ignore me. Partner 2. Oh, here we go again with the drama. Can't you just get over it? When feelings are dismissed or invalidated, it creates a cycle of hurt that can be hard to break. So, there you have it, the key traits of a toxic fight. But don't worry, in the next part, we'll talk about what you can do if you find yourself in the middle of one. Stay tuned. Now we will talk about signs it's time to take action. Ever had a fight with your partner that left you feeling drained, upset, or even scared? These are signs that your arguments might be more than just normal disagreements, they could be toxic. So, how do you know when a fight has crossed the line into toxicity? Here are some key signs to look out for. 1. Pattern of behavior. One of the biggest signs of a toxic fight is when the same issues keep coming up over and over again without any resolution. This pattern of behavior indicates that there are deeper underlying issues that need to be addressed. Real life story. Take Sarah and Mark, for example. They would constantly argue about Mark's long work hours, which left Sarah feeling neglected. Despite numerous arguments, Mark continued to prioritize work over their relationship, leading to a toxic cycle of fighting and resentment. 2. Emotional or physical abuse. If a fight escalates to the point where one partner is verbally, emotionally, or physically abusive, it's a clear sign that the relationship has become toxic. No one should ever feel afraid of their partner during an argument. Real life story. Lisa was in a relationship with Jake, who would often belittle her during arguments, calling her names and questioning her intelligence. Eventually, Jake's verbal abuse escalated to physical violence, leading Lisa to seek help and leave the relationship. 3. Feeling invalidated. In a healthy argument, both partners listen to each other's perspectives and try to understand where the other is coming from. But in a toxic fight, one or both partners may feel invalidated or dismissed. Real life story. Alex always felt like his opinions didn't matter to his partner, Jess. During arguments, Jess would often roll her eyes or scoff at Alex's points, making him feel like his feelings were insignificant. 4. Constant criticism. In a toxic relationship, one partner may constantly criticize or belittle the other, leading to feelings of low self-esteem and worthlessness. Real life story. Maya was in a relationship with Tom, who would constantly criticize her appearance and abilities. No matter what Maya did, Tom was never satisfied, leading to a toxic environment of constant criticism and negativity. If any of these signs resonate with you, it might be time to take action. Whether that means seeking couples therapy or considering ending the relationship, it's important to prioritize your well-being and happiness. In the next part, we'll discuss the types of fights that are exclusive to toxic relationships. Stay tuned. Let's talk now about types of fights exclusive to toxic relationships. In every relationship, there are bound to be disagreements. But in toxic relationships, these disagreements can take on a whole new level of toxicity. Here are some types of fights that are exclusive to toxic relationships. 1. The never-ending argument. Have you ever had an argument with your partner that seems to go around in circles, never reaching a resolution? This is a common occurrence in toxic relationships, where one or both partners refuse to back down or see the other's point of view. Dialogue. Partner 1. I just don't think you understand where I'm coming from. Partner 2. Well, maybe if you explained it better, I would. 2. The silent treatment. In a healthy relationship, partners communicate openly and honestly. But in a toxic relationship, one partner may use the silent treatment as a way to control the other or avoid confrontation. Dialogue. Partner 1. Are you okay? You've been really quiet lately. Partner 2. Silence. 3. The guilt trip. In a toxic relationship, one partner may use guilt as a way to manipulate the other into getting what they want. Dialogue. Partner 1. I can't believe you're going out with your friends again. Don't you care about me at all? Partner 2. I do care about you, but I also need time with my friends. 4. The ultimatum. In a healthy relationship, partners work together to find solutions to their problems. But in a toxic relationship, one partner may use ultimatums as a way to control the other. Dialogue. Partner 1. If you don't start spending more time with me, I'm leaving. Partner 2. That's not fair. I have other commitments too. 5. The blame game. In a toxic relationship, partners often play the blame game, refusing to take responsibility for their own actions and instead shifting the blame onto the other. Dialogue. Partner 1. This is all your fault. If you had just listened to me, none of this would have happened. Partner 2. I'm not the only one in this relationship. We both need to take responsibility. Recognizing these types of fights is the first step in breaking free from a toxic relationship. In the next part, we'll discuss whether seeking couples therapy or ending the relationship is the best course of action. Stay tuned. Now we will be talking about the most important part, that is, seeking solutions, therapy versus breaking up. So, you've recognized that your relationship is toxic. Now what? It's time to decide whether seeking couples therapy or ending the relationship is the best course of action. Let's explore both options. 1. Couples therapy. Couples therapy can be a powerful tool for improving communication, resolving conflicts, and strengthening your relationship. A trained therapist can help you and your partner identify toxic patterns, learn healthy ways to communicate, and rebuild trust. Dialogue. Therapist. It seems like you both have a lot of unresolved issues. Let's work together to find ways to address them. Partner 1. I just feel like he never listens to me. Partner 2. And I feel like she's always trying to control me. 2. Ending the relationship. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, a relationship may be beyond repair. If the toxic behavior continues despite your attempts to address it, or if you feel unsafe or unhappy in the relationship, ending it may be the best option for your well-being. Dialogue. Partner 1. I think we need to talk about whether this relationship is really working for us. Partner 2. Are you saying you want to break up? It's important to remember that every relationship is unique, and what works for one couple may not work for another. It's okay to seek outside help, whether through therapy or by ending the relationship, to find the best path forward for you. Real-life story. Take Sam and Emily, for example. They were in a toxic relationship characterized by constant arguing and emotional manipulation. Despite several attempts at couples therapy, they realized that they were better off apart. They ended the relationship amicably and both found happiness in new, healthier relationships. Real-life story. On the other hand, Tom and Lisa's relationship was also toxic, but they were able to turn things around with the help of therapy. Through open and honest communication, they were able to address their issues and rebuild their relationship stronger than ever. In the end, the most important thing is to prioritize your own well-being and happiness. Whether that means seeking therapy or ending the relationship, it's important to take action to create a healthier and happier future for yourself. In conclusion, understanding toxic fights in relationships is crucial for creating a healthy and fulfilling partnership. By recognizing the signs of toxicity, such as lack of respect, constant criticism, and emotional abuse, you can take steps to address these issues. Whether it's through couples therapy or ending the relationship, prioritizing your well-being is key. Remember, every relationship is unique, and what works for one couple may not work for another. Trust your instincts, seek help if you need it, and above all, prioritize your happiness. Here's to healthier, happier relationships for us all. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on relationships and personal growth. Remember, recognizing toxic fights is the first step towards a healthier relationship. Stay tuned for more tips and insights, and until next time, take care and have a wonderful day.